I know right now it's a little bit hard to get a hold of books if you can't buy books. However, I am going to talk about two services that offer ebooks, and then also graphic novels. So they're both available through Seattle Public Library, and all of you have a library card. The two I'm going to talk about are Libby, and which is part of Overdrive, and the other one is Hoopla. They're similar but a little bit different. Libby, which is the app that I prefer to read on. It's how I read about 98% of the books that I read. You sometimes have to put holds on books, so you have to like wait till they come in. There are more and more books that are available all the time, and so I'm going to show you a few of my favorites that I love and how to get there. And then the other that I'm mentioning is Hoopla, and Hoopla is for graphic novels. And it also has TV and like streaming video. I'm not going to go over that as much, but feel free to browse. They have a lot of really, really good stuff on there. So I can't wait to show you. So I'm going to show you how to get to Libby. There are a few different ways you can go through the Seattle Public Library. You can even just go to libbyapp.com if you remember, and you're on this black bar. You mouse over and you go down to online academic resources. And then it's going to pull up a page of a lot of different resources that you'll recognize. And you just scroll down and you click on SPL eBooks and audiobooks. And it'll take you to this welcome screen. And you're going to say, yes, you do have a library card, because every student automatically has a library card. If you already have one, it's just like having a second, like I mentioned before. So you click yes. I'm going to search for the library, and I'm going to search for Seattle and hit enter. And then there are two. You want Seattle Public Library. And then you're going to say, enter library account details, because you have library account details. So you enter it and you put 990000, and then you find your student ID number from the source. So if you log into the source, it's that top number, it's 7 digits, and you'll put in the 7 digits. It's a little bit different for staff, so I'm just logging in with mine. So just pay attention to what I was saying for yours. Your PIN is your birth date. It has to be 4 numbers. So if you're born January 2nd, it would be 0102. So I enter my PIN, and then you click sign in. Once you've logged in once, it kind of keeps you logged in. There's also a free app you can get, which is primarily how I read, but the reading experience on the computer is pretty nice. So really, whatever device you have, you are able to have it. And so now you're logged in, and then you can search for any sort of book you want. And you can also do some browsing. So you can click this explore button. I like to go to teens, and you can click all titles to look at all the titles that are there. One of the things I like to do, especially now, because it defaults to things that are more popular, you'll notice a lot of these say place hold, place hold, place hold. You can choose these preferences. If you prefer ebooks or audiobooks, right now both are showing up, but like right now it's hard for me to listen to audiobooks because my kid's around. So I'm going to choose books. Availability. This is really nice because this means these are books that are available now. And then you can sort by popularity, just because then you will be able to see the books that are, a little bit more. If you like finding out about new books, then you can sort by the default, because that's what the default is. And now we apply preferences. The one thing about choosing books that are available now is that then it means that sometimes if you're searching for a book, you're like, why doesn't it have The Hate U Give? And it might be because people have a hold on it. So you might have to take off that preference. You can also narrow, so you can click this here, up here, more, and you can pick like a specific genre that you like. Anyway, so that's how Libby is. It's really great. I highly recommend it, and yeah, try it out. There's also a free app if you have a phone or an iPad or tablet. And once you do this the first time, you should just be able to click in, and you'll be logged in once you've logged in once. You shouldn't have to log in too many times. And then you're going to click this sign up button. And if it takes you to another screen, just click the get started. Now you will have to enter an email. So if you don't have an email address, then I would get your parents to do it. They don't send you any emails. Really, it's just part of the Seattle Public Library service as part of being able to log into Hoopla. So you'll use your email to log in every other time after that. So I'm just going to sign up with my Eckstein Library email right now, and you'll notice I have to put it in twice so that they know that it's the right one. You're just going to pick whichever password you want. It has just to be at least 8 characters long, and you're going to put in that choice. And then you click agree. Now it's going to take you to the next thing. Now it defaulted on mine to searching for Seattle Public Library. That's the one you want. So Seattle Public Library, you'll click on this, you'll click next, and then you're going to put in your library card number. Now what is your library card number? Every student's library card number starts with 99 and then 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's your student ID number. Now, if you don't know your student ID number, you're going to have to go to the source. So you can even just open up a new browser. And you'll open up the source here and you will log in. So once you log in, you're going to find your student ID number in the top part right here, and it's going to be a 7-digit number. So then you're going to go back, you can even just copy it right there and put in that 7-digit number. So if your student ID number was 1234567 and your birth date was January 1st, I would put in the PIN 0101 and then I would click sign me up and then you're in. And then you'll just use that email address and password to log in. It doesn't even, I don't think, send you a confirmation email. It might say a thing like you signed up for the first time, but now you're able to go in. Okay, now I'm in, and you'll notice it defaults to this, and there's sorts by the popular, and then you can actually just search for your book, the book that you're going to read. So if I was reading the book New Kid, if I didn't notice it down there, I would click here. And then all you do is you click borrow, and you'll notice what it says down here. It says this title is available for 21 days after you borrow it. However, that doesn't mean you only have 21 days. It just means after the 21 days, it goes back and then you get it again. It's super easy. Okay, so let's go to My Hoopla. We can go to currently borrowed, and I'm going to open up New Kid. Okay, and I'm going to click read. And now it'll automatically default to whatever your location is. So you'll notice here, I just click this to go to the next page. Sometimes if you're looking for like controls of how to go back, I usually just use the back button. It'll be a little bit different depending on when you're on your iPad and your phone. You can zoom in, so you'll keep going. If you don't see it, it's usually just because there are pages that are blank. So you'll notice this allows you to zoom in. You can also, so sometimes it's a little bit funky, but you can also like double tap and it'll go panel by panel. So if you want to read like that, sometimes it makes the whole screen look a little bit funky, but